Okay, welcome back to the final session of the GamesIndustry.biz Investment Summit online, sponsored by Xsola. It's the GamesIndustry.Quiz with James Batchelor. So I'll hand you straight over to James.
Thank you, Jamie. Yes, I'm James Batchelor. I'm a UK editor of GamesIndustry.biz, and I am unjustifiably proud of that pun, GamesIndustry.Quiz. Let's bring up the no expense spared logo. There we go. Okay, everyone. Jamie, if you're still there, you can just confirm that you can see this?
I can see you. Over and out.
Marvelous. Okay, well, no, you can see me. Can you see the logo?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
Perfect. Lovely. Thank you. That's all I need. Okay. This is how it's going to work. Just pub quiz, really. Pub quiz without the pub. So welcome, everyone. If you're playing in teams, make sure you can communicate with each other. So Slack, Discord, phone, smoke signals, whatever. Basically, make sure you've got some sort of platform. If you are playing in teams, assign one person and one person only to fill in the answer form. That person needs to go to this link. You should, if you've been in the Discord server for the event, for the Investment Summit, you should find the link. And there's a whole GamesIndustry.Quiz channel there. I should probably bring that up at some point. There's a link in there, but if not, bit.ly/GIquiz2020. That gets you the answer form. The way this works, let's just bring this up. Yeah, so we'll go through the next few points. You must make sure you put your name if you're individual or your team name at the top of the form. It must be consistent. So the way this is going to work is at the end of each round, you click submit to send in your answers. It's essentially the same as handing in your answer sheet, and you will then receive the next link. The link to the next form. So basically we hand you a new answer sheet. So that's to stop you going back and changing your answers because you've been Googling frantically. You need to put your name the same at the top of every single one, because I'm going to have, loads of different spreadsheets of all your answers, and I need to tot up the scores and add them all together. So if your name keeps on changing, I cannot be held responsible for the fact that you do not get all the points you actually got. Scores are going to be calculated overnight, which basically means as soon as we're finished, I'm going to start marking them. The winner's going to be announced tomorrow. Not sure how we're doing that yet. It's either going to be an article on GamesIndustry.biz, or we'll do it through the Twitter feed at GIBiz. We have got 7 rounds of 10 questions tonight. And they are: round 1, the year so far. Round 2, rank the things. Round 3, emoji game names. Round 4 is money, 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 because it's an investment summit, so we had to have some sort of money-themed round in there. Number 5, never judge a game by its cover. Number 6, there's a map for that. And number 7, you must be joking. Okay, here we go. Round 1, the year so far. Everyone good for this? I'm just going to take a moment, just let you go. I'm going to take a moment now to make sure everyone's organized, including myself. I'm actually going to bring up Discord and the YouTube link. So that I can see if there are any comments in the chat. If there are, you are going to be slightly lagging behind me. I apologize, but where are we? So hoping you're all just getting into teams. You're all ready to go. Everyone make sure they've got the answer form up. That would also be useful. Here we go. Right, I'm on the Discord channel if anybody needs anything. And in a moment. So professional.
Have you got the YouTube link, James?
I do have the YouTube link.
Yeah, cool. Good stuff.
Yep, marvelous. And I can see comments. Excellent. Right, let's pull that across over there. Let's just... All right, we'll be starting in a minute or so. Just organizing my screens. Marvelous. Okay, I will do my best to respond to any comments in the YouTube chat. Hello to everyone in the YouTube chat. Here we go. Round 1. Oh my word, you can see all my screens. That's not the right screen. There we go. Professional to the left. Here we go. Round 1, the year so far. Question 1. Why did this chap make the headlines on January 18th? Why did this chap make the headlines on January 18th? I have to gauge the art of giving you enough time. I'm used to doing this like in a room full of very, very drunken people, and the louder they get, the more you know that they need the next question. I don't have that option tonight. Question 2. On January 20th, French comics writer René Goscinny, I apologize to any French people if I've mispronounced that, René Goscinny passed away. Which famous comic series did he co-create in 1959? So which famous comic series did René Goscinny co-create in 1959? There may be a hint in the picture. Maybe. Okay, I think you've had enough time for that one. Here we go. Question 3. What happened at 11 o'clock GMT 11 p.m. UK time on January 31st, 2020? What happened at 11 p.m. GMT, so UK time, on January the 31st, 2020? No one's talking in the live chat, which implies everyone is concentrating, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. Question 4. In February, Japanese developer Kazuhisa Hashimoto, and I've probably mispronounced that as well, Kazuhisa Hashimoto had passed away. He was best known for this. But what is it? What is this? Unfortunately, the answer, yes. James Tillman, yes. I will read. What I'll do at the end of each round is I will endeavor to go back and read all the questions just once. So I will repeat all the questions at the end of each round. So yes. Okay. Question 5. This chap raised more than £32 million for the NHS at the time of writing, but what was his original target? What was his original target? Serenity Forge, if you're going to shout the answers into the live chat, you might want to use the answer form. It's bit.ly/GI quiz 2020.
They're cheating with the cheat code.
They're cheating with the cheat code. So yes, question 5. This chap has raised more than £32 million for the NHS at the time of writing, but what was his original target? Question 6. Bad Boys for Life is the highest grossing film of the year so far, apparently. But what is the second highest? Bad Boys for Life is the highest grossing film of the year so far. What was the second highest? I'm just going to jump in to that chat. There we go. So yes, what was the second highest grossing? Second highest grossing film of the year so far, losing out to Bad Boys for Life. Question 7. Which sporting event was delayed and will now run from June 11th to July 11th in 2021? Which sporting event was delayed and will now run from June 11th to July 11th in 2021? Just give you a moment to think about that. I mean, technically all sporting events have been delayed, but I have a specific answer. So, question 8. Which natural disaster did the games industry raise more than $5.5 million to help with relief efforts? Which natural disaster did the games industry raise more than $5.5 million to help with relief efforts? This was in the early months of this year. Okay. Question 9. Released last week, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is the prequel to which young adult book series? The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is the prequel to which young adult book series? Released last week, and you can probably guess from the cover art thinking about it. It's all about consistent branding, isn't it? And question 10. The album Gigaton was released on March 27th. It was the first in 7 years from the band behind it. But who was that band? The album Gigaton was released on March 27th, the first in 7 years from the band behind it. Who was that band? There is the album art for you to enjoy, but obviously I've messed up the band's name, so you can't just grab the answer because that would just be too easy. Okay, I'll let you guys think about that one for a moment. I'm going to whiz back to question 1 and we'll rattle through these again. Question 1, why did this chap make the headlines on January the 18th? Question 2, this is French comics writer René Goscinny, who sadly passed away in January. Which famous comic series did he co-create in 1959? Question 3, what happened at 11 p.m. on January 31st, 2020? That's 11 p.m. UK time. Question 4, what is this? Its creator passed away in February, but what is it? The answer, a wallpaper stolen from the internet, is not the answer I'm looking for. I mean, what do the buttons represent? Question 5, this chap has raised more than £32 million for the NHS at the time of writing, but what was his original target? Question 6, oh, blimey, yes, you're right. Amazing has put, maybe next time you can add the questions on screen for the people hard of hearing. Apologies, yes. I mean, I'm hoping I'm loud enough. Question 6 was, Bad Boys for Life is the highest grossing film of the year so far. What's the second highest? Question 7, which sporting event was delayed and will now run from June 11th to July 11th in 2021? Question 8, which natural disaster did the games industry raise more than $5.5 million to help with relief efforts? Released last week, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is the prequel to which young adult book series? That's The Hunger Games. No, balls. Oh, I've just given you a free point there. Oh dear. You can tell that I've got the answers on the same sheet as the ones I've got the questions. Never mind. Question 10.
It's all right, James. We'll edit that out. It'll be fine.
Thank you. We edit it out. Yeah. Doesn't matter when it doesn't matter when it's live, does it? Question 10. The album Gigaton was released on March 27th, the first in 7 years from the band behind it. But who was that band? Okay. Round 2 is Rank the Things. I'm going to give you a few more minutes to, or a few more minutes. I'm going to give you another minute to type your answers. Click the submit form, because what I'm going to do is when I say, oh, this is going to be interesting, give you a slight delay. I'm basically going to turn off the Google form accepting the answers. So if you do not get your answers in quick enough, you do not get any points. Okay. So, Jamie, how long is the lag for YouTube?
I think it's about 15 seconds.
15 seconds.
10,
if I say
10,
I'm going
15 seconds, yeah.
About 10, 15 seconds. So if I say I'm going to turn this off now, and I will count in my head 15 seconds, and then I will turn it off.
Yeah.
I just have a moment when just watching me count. That should be about 20 seconds, I reckon. So, okay. Okay, I am turning off the answers now. Okay, you should have a link to the next form. Oh, this is going to be like quiz battle royale. If you don't get your answers in quick enough, you don't get the answer. You don't get the link to the next form. Do you know what? Let's do this. Round 2. So that way, everyone's got half a chance. Okay, so for those watching online, which is all of you, because otherwise how would you be playing? On the YouTube chat and in the Discord server, I've put in the link to the next round, the next round's answer form. So open that up, put your answer in. So your team names in, put your teams in. Again, they must be consistent, because otherwise I won't be able to add up your scores. It must be the same name, individual name or team name. It must be the same name as you used in round 1. Otherwise the names won't match and I won't be able to calculate your scores. Let's go on to round 2. Round 2 is Rank the Things. I'm going to present you a series of pictures, and for each one, you need to rank them according to the value that I give you. I have written the value out on the slide, so this one should be slightly easier for those hard of hearing. Apologies, I will do better next time. I'll actually write the questions out. So here we go. Question 1, highest to lowest grossing. So these are 3 of the highest grossing films of the past decade. But which order do they go in? Which is the highest grossing to the lowest grossing? You do not have to write them out in full. I will understand Star Wars, Infinity Ward, Endgame, or whichever order you want to do it in. Like, just, write them out. Like, don't stress too much about spelling and so forth. This is why I'm manually marking it, so make sure that everyone's answers get understood. So highest to lowest grossing, which order do they go in? 3 films here, two Marvels, 1 Star Wars, all Disney. Which order do they go in? Highest grossing to lowest grossing. Similar note then, question 2, highest to lowest in US sales. These are the best-selling games of the last decade in the US. Although looking at it, GTA 5 is a bit of an obvious one, isn't it? That's going to be the number one. We all know that. So we'll throw it out. We'll put in a wild card. It's another Call of Duty. So Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. In which order those go from highest to lowest in US sales? Those are minus GTA obviously, because we've got rid of that. These are the 4 biggest selling games of the last decade in the US. So any kind of rumors of this series stagnating, I think are inaccurate. So have a think. Which one was the best selling? Which one was the least best selling? And put them down in the right order. Again, don't have to write them out in full, because my word, the amount of time it would take to write Call of Duty Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops, it just, no. Okay. Question 3. Rank these buildings tallest to shortest. Obviously, these pictures aren't to scale. Now, I haven't put the names there because I'm quietly hoping that you will have to actually identify what they are and not just quickly Google the name of the building and then how quick and how tall it is. The one on the left, though, does have 2 names. I will accept both names. So don't panic about that. Which of these buildings is tallest? Which of these shortest? Write them down. Again, I'll go through all of these at the end of the round so you can check your answer, see if you're happy with them. Question 4, and because I didn't want to use too many different images, I've reused one. Rank these buildings oldest to newest in terms of date completed. So oldest to newest in terms of date completed. I will clarify the one in the middle. The one in the middle is Houses of Parliament. I do not specifically mean Big Ben or the Elizabeth Tower. I mean the whole Houses of Parliament, but obviously I couldn't fit those in a vertical image. So which of these is oldest to newest in terms of date of completion? Question 5, highest to lowest in terms of UK sales. So which of these consoles sold the most in the UK? I would love to tell you the numbers, but I can't. But I can tell you the order when we get to the end of it. Which of these sold the most? Which of these sold the least? Rank them in the right order. Not seeing any problems in the chat. That's lovely. Okay, on a similar note, then let's do. Or do you need more thinking time? I never know. See, this is the thing. I need my drunken crowd hubbub to know whether or not people are ready to move on. We're going to move on. Question 6. Similar note. Highest to lowest in UK sales again. So which of these sold the most in the UK? Which of these sold the least? Rank them in order. I really should have got some sort of soundboard with some sort of like counting down music. James Tillman says we need time in YouTube. Do you mean more time with the answers? I will try and give you that. Okay, so which of these? Okay. Okay. Right. Oh my, everyone. I apologize to everyone that I've been going so fast. It's a bit difficult to gauge when I don't know where you guys are up to. Okay, well, I think you've had enough on question 6. Question 7, highest to lowest in terms of worldwide sales. Books here. Which of these books sold the most? Which of these books sold the least? I do have numbers for these when we do the answer. We do have number for these. So okay. So for those who maybe can't read, I don't know, just to stall, we have Dan Brown's The Da Vinci Code, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, and The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Which of these has sold the most worldwide? Which of these has sold the least? Rank these 3 books in the correct order. Okay. Question 8. Rank these people from richest to slightly less richest. And again, being an evil person here, I'm not going to tell you who they are. I'm quietly hoping that you will recognize them, or at least recognize them enough. I will grant you the top left chap I wouldn't recognize by name, but there may be a clue in the picture as to who he is. So rank these from richest to slightly less richest. I can only imagine the heated discussions that are going on via Slacks and Discords and WhatsApps and whatever, however people are communicating. So yes, the answers to these might surprise you. I was surprised by this one. So yeah, question 8, rank them richest to slightly less richest. Okay, we're going to move on to question 9. Longest running to shortest running. So these are some of the longest running TV shows of all time. So we've got CSI Crime Scene Investigation there. We've got The Simpsons, Law and Order Special Victims Unit. That is specifically just Special Victims Unit, not standard Law and Order. And Lassie. Which of these is longest running to shortest running? Have a think. I'll be honest, I'm surprised The Simpsons is still going. Is it still funny? Does anyone know? Does anyone still watch it? Well, they must do because they keep making it. So yeah, longest running to shortest running. What order do these go in? Fortunately, this is the only ranking round, so shouldn't take as much discussion for other rounds, hopefully. But I'll still try and slow down and pace myself a bit. Okay, final question for this round. Rank these people oldest to youngest. Oldest to youngest. That is by their actual age, not necessarily what age they are in this picture, because obviously I'm just sourcing these from Google, and these can be from a variety of years. But who are these people, and which ones are oldest, which ones are youngest? And they're all aging quite well, aren't they? I'm a little jealous. So yeah, rank these people oldest to youngest. That's the end of round 2. I'll give you another little while, another minute or so on this question, then we'll go back and we'll do all of them. Still not seeing any problems in the Discord, no problems in the chat. Like I say, I am watching the YouTube chat, so if there are any questions, feel free to let me know, if only because it stalls me and stops me from rushing through these questions too fast. Okay, we're going to go back. No, we're not. We're going to click on the right screen. There we go. We're going to go back, and we're going to go through this round again. So round 2 is rank the things. I asked you to rank these 3 highest grossing movies in order to highest to lowest grossing. These were the top 3 movies of the last decade. Which says a lot about mainstream entertainment. I say that I loved all 3 of these films, so not judging. Highest to lowest grossing in terms of box office and all that. 3 highest grossing films of the decade. Which order do they go in? Same note. Highest to lowest in US sales. So that's based on sales from the MPD group, obviously. Highest to lowest grossing in the US. Which of the Call of Duty games sold the best? I do sometimes wonder if anything is ever going to outsell Call of Duty, but I suspect it isn't. Other than GTA 5, which it already did, obviously. So I'll give you a little bit more time on that one. Highest to lowest in the US sales. Question 3 was tallest to shortest in terms of buildings. Again, I'm not going to tell you what they are. The one on the left, as I said earlier, does have 2 names. It's okay. I will accept both. This is the joy of not doing the Google forms. You can do it. So if the person has to have the exact right answer before they get the point. But obviously spellings and the way people format things, and it's just better to do it manually, and it just means there's a bit more flexibility in the answers. So yeah, tallest to shortest. Similarly, oldest to newest, which of these buildings was completed first? Which of these buildings was completed last? And again, middle one is Houses of Parliament, not Big Ben, not the Elizabeth Tower, the Houses of Parliament. I'll give you that one because I do not want to cause any issues. Okay, question 5 was rank the highest to lowest in UK sales. I should take this moment to see how we're doing with the old answers, see how people are doing. Slight issue there, but okay, no, that's fine. Do not forget to put your team name. It will not let you submit your answers until you've put the team name in the top box. Question 6, highest to lowest in the UK sales again. Which of these sold best? Which of these sold least? These are obviously 3 much maligned consoles for how well they sold, but they sold well enough, and I've still got a lot of love for the Wii U. I know I am in the minority for that. Don't at me. Question 7 was highest to lowest in worldwide sales. 3 books: Dan Brown's The Da Vinci Code, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. Question 8, richest to slightly less richest. Again, I'm not going to give you the names of the people because the whole point is to make this an ungoogleable quiz, which honestly in this day and age is really quite difficult. But I'm hoping, looking through the answers, some of you, I know, someone's just guessed top left, top right. That's fair enough. That kind of works. At least I can follow that. James Tillman, which question do you mean? Units. To clarify, the console sale questions and the book sale questions were by hang on, that's a point. Where's the book sale question? Yeah, book sale question and console questions are by units, not by revenue. Okay. Question 9 was longest running to shortest running series. So longest running to shortest running, which of these has been on the air the longest or was on the air the longest, depending on which one we're talking about. And again, that's Law and Order SVU. That's specifically Special Victims Unit, not a Law and Order in general. And question 10 was oldest to youngest. Which of these legendary celebrities are oldest? Which of them are youngest? Or rank them in their right order. Okay. I'm going to give you a few more minutes. Individual wealth or assets? That's a good question. Okay, right. I'm going to give you another little while to fill in your forms. In fact, this will be your 20-second warning. Well, no, 20-second warning. Like I will say, I'm closing the. Hang on. Apologies. It's been a long day. I will close the form now. Just give it a little bit to let you get your answers in. Make sure you get your answers in because the form could close any second now. This is your 20-second warning. Well, no, there's your less than 20-second warning that's closed. It's closed. Okay. Right, round 3. Let's find you the links you need. Again, fill in your name at the top. Fill in your name at the top. Do not change your name. Do not, spell it wrong. Otherwise, I won't be able to work out who's got what's question-wise. Round 3 is emoji game name. So I don't know about you, but I received during lockdown a lot of those quizzes. Like people just send you like a long string of emojis, and you have to guess the song name or the film name or the album title, like from the emojis. And I thought, well, let's do a video game one because why not? So really simple, very kind of catchphrase. Say what you see. So which game or game series is this? Bit easier than the ranking the things now, hopefully. Shouldn't involve as much discussion, I hope. But we'll still give you a moment, and I'll just sit here rambling. Jamie's probably sitting in the background there, just laughing at me, just rambling along like a crazy person.
I'm enjoying it, James. It's great.
I'm curious as to whether my neighbours can. My neighbours are having. So as you may have noticed, I'm in a shed. My office is my shed, and my neighbours are having a barbecue, and they probably can just hear me just talking to myself, which is slightly odd.
James is shouting in his shed again.
Basically, I am that crazy. You remember the crazy old man from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang who would just go to the shed and was convinced he was like off to see the Maharaja for tea in India? That's basically me. I am that man in a shed. Question 2. For actors as pots. Yes. Well done, Phil, WGG Insurance, which I'm sorry is a very weird name. Is that if that is your actual name, you have my sympathies. Okay, so that's number 2. Which game name or game series is this? Number 3. Thrown a slight curveball here. So which game name is this? Game name or game series? Have a think about what. Oh, good blimey. What happened there? Apologies. Okay. Number 4. Which game name or game series is this? Again, I'll go through all of them at the end. At the end, we'll just rattle through each of them again. Just to confirm, oh, there we go. There it is on YouTube. As the delay you see there, brief glimpse of my desktop. I apologize for that. Just to clarify, as Alex versus Coding has said in the chat, no, Googling is not allowed. I know there aren't any cash prizes or anything for this. This is for bragging rights, but, try to show a little self-control. Number 5. Which game or game series is this? Fairly well-known one. Okay. Which game or game series is this? If anyone enjoys this round, I did actually do I think I did like 16 or 17 of these. So I don't know, maybe we'll find a way of sending me your WhatsApp details or something. I can tell you the full list if you fancy more of a challenge. Number 6. Which game or game series is this? Now, obviously, this is slightly shorthand for the game name that it actually is, because there's limits to what emojis can do. But this is the name that everyone knows it by, so it's okay. Okay, apparently my own account has told me we can tweet it out tomorrow. We could. I could just. Yeah, we tweet out the full emoji quiz tomorrow just for the fun of it. Why not? I'm guessing that's Chris. Hello, Chris, lurking in the chat. In fact, I know you're lurking in the chat because you're lurking in the answer forms as well. Number 7. Fairly easy one. But hey. Which game or game series is this? See how we're doing with those answers. Probably shouldn't have any yet. I'm looking at the answers, and you would be pleased to know I am not taking spelling into account. Some people have. Oh no, I lie. Those are the test answers. I'm going to mock Chris for that later. Number 8. Number 8. Which game or game series is this? Try to get a mix of both recent and retro in there. That's not a hint, or maybe it is. Nobody knows. I've already mucked up and given one correct answer already, so it's just all downhill from here. Okay, question 9. Again, which game or game series is this? Represented by emojis. I can hear you thinking all the way here from sunny Essex. I can hear you thinking, racking your brains, arguing perhaps. Hopefully teams are getting on well. You always have that one member of the team who thinks he knows everything and actually knows nothing, and it's usually me. Number 10. Which game or game series is this? Which game or game series is this? Give you a little while longer on that, and then we'll go back and do the rest. Okay, let's go back through them all then. So number 1, if you're confident with your answers, feel free to submit now. But if not, you've got until I've done these. Round 1, this is round 3. Number 1, which game or game series is this? Number 2, give you a quick last look at number 2. Number 3. Number 4. This is definitely going to go past 8 o'clock. I apologize, Jamie.
That's fine. I'm enjoying it. It's good.
Yeah, so long as the teams are. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. I'm guessing Henry Hoare tried to put an answer in the chat because his message was deleted. Do not answer in the chat. If you scroll up in the live chat, you will find the links to the answer forms. We're currently on round 3. Number 8. Number 9. And number 10. There we go. Okay. Alex versus coding. I haven't factored in a toilet break, but if I need one, maybe. No, I would probably just kind of find a round that you may not be able to contribute much to for your team, and then just run very fast and pee very quickly. Okay, I'm going to turn off the answer form soon, so make sure you get your answers in. Remember to make sure your name is correct. If I say I'm going to turn it off now, that's your 15 to 20 second warning that it's going to go off. Probably. This is so confusing. It's so much easier when you hand it. This is why some digital events will never replace physical events. I need someone running around picking up pieces of paper for me. Quickly get your answers in, because I will be turning this off very shortly, and then you will be able to get your I know you should already have it. If you've submitted, that's how you get the link to the next round. Okay, it's turned off, which means it's catching up on you guys. Let's get round 4 up and get you the right links. No, I've just Googled round 4. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Round 4 is money, 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 because this is an investment summit, so we had to have something vaguely money themed. So if you're just joining us, answers are in the chat. Not answers in the chat, answer forms are in the chat. Answers will be given at the end. They're also in the Discord server. If you're on the Discord server, someone's on the Discord server. Who is on the Discord server? I'm going to say hello. No, it's Charlotte. Of course, Charlotte's on the Discord server. She works here. Okay. Round 4 is money, money, money. We are going to be having 10 money-themed questions. Number 1. Which company did Disney spend $4 billion on acquiring in 2012? So Disney acquired another company in 2012. They spent $4 billion on it. Which company was it? I want the company, not the IP, not the bloke who ran it. I want, or the woman who ran it. If you don't know, that's a clue, maybe. I want the name of the company that they acquired. So which company did Disney acquire for $4 billion in 2012? Only a matter of time before all companies have a how much did Disney spend on them question. Question 2, when was this first introduced? When was this coin first introduced? I'm now worried about Alex versus Coding's bladder. You hanging in there, sir? Question 2, when was this first introduced? Question 3, which entertainment industry was worth $148.8 billion worldwide last year? Which entertainment industry was worth $148.8 billion worldwide last year? That's question 3. Which entertainment industry was worth $148.8 billion worldwide last year? You know what? I'm going to put the figure in the YouTube chat just so you can see which figure I'm giving you. There we go. Which entertainment industry was worth that much last year? Question 4, which currency is this? Do not adjust your eyes. It is blurry as hell because obviously if you can see what's on the coin, it gives it away. So don't worry, you've not lost your eyesight. It's not going, your monitor's not on the blink, your stream's not freezing up. It is meant to be blurry. Which currency is this? That's question 4 of round 4. Right. There we go. Question 5. How did this chap win $3 million last year? How did this person win $3 million last year? So question 5, how did this chap earn $3 million last year? GIF alerts for the next question. I apologize now. In one of the highest value TV giveaways ever, Oprah Winfrey gave all 276 members of her studio audience something that carried a price tag of $28,500. Don't really need to know the price. This is just me showing off how much I researched. What was it? So in one of the highest value TV giveaways ever, Oprah Winfrey gave every member of her audience what? I really didn't think this through because I thought we'd be rattling through questions slightly faster than that. So you're now going to have to look at Oprah Winfrey pointing at people aggressively for a good while before we move on. I apologize for this. So in one of the highest value TV giveaways ever, Oprah Winfrey gave all members of her audience what? What did everyone get? Question 7. This is a Monopoly board. Which of these corners, you'll see that 2 of the corners have been changed to be A and B. Which of these corners is free parking? Which of these corners is free parking on the Monopoly board? Now, this is the standard, the original New York board, so the US board, but the corners are in the same place on the London board, so it's all fine. It's all fine there. Doesn't matter which version this is. Which of these is free parking? A or B? You've got a 50-50 chance of getting this one right, which, as the saying goes, means you've got a 90% chance of getting it wrong. 8:30 is finish time. Why is that, Jamie?
What's that?
I've just heard
Sorry,
your message.
8:30. Yeah. Well, just because I was working out that I think we're about halfway through, so I'll just.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. 8:30 is fine.
Yeah.
Okay, Brolove or Brolov or whoever you are in the chat, rather than putting your answers in the chat, try using the answer form that's actually just above your message. Right, because I didn't want to be finding too many more images. This is also question 8. Question 8. What is the combined price of all the properties in between the two? So between A and B, how much would you need to buy all of the properties? And just to make it harder, they're upside down. What is the combined price of all of the properties in between A and B? Imagine there's some very frantic use of calculators right now. Try and add it up in your head, though. Question 9. Which video game series uses these as currency? Which video game series uses these as currency? Which video game series uses these as currency? And because I'm lazy and I'm repeating the same trick, this is also question 10. Which of these is worth 5? Which of these is worth 5? I don't know why I'm doing the hand gesture. You can all count to 5. You all know what 5 is. Which of these things is worth 5? Okay, I'll give you a little while left on that. And then we'll go back and we'll do all the questions again. And then we'll be more than halfway through. Congratulations, you are surviving my first online quiz. Can you tell? Okay, let's go back and visit all the questions of round 1. Round 1, not round 1. Let's not go back that far. Round 4. Round 4, money, money, money. Question 1. Which company did Disney spend $4 billion on acquiring in 2012? Which company did Disney spend $4 billion on acquiring in 2012? I want the company name, not the franchise or franchises, not the bloke who ran it, the name of the company. Question 2, when was this first introduced? When was this coin first introduced? If you've already got the answers, by all means, click submit. If you're feeling confident, go for it. Click submit. You'll get the answer, the link to the next answer form. Question 3, which entertainment industry was worth $148.8 billion worldwide last year? Question 4, which blurred out currency is this? I will unblur it for you at the end of the quiz. Well, I'll try to unblur it. It's still slightly blurry. Resolution and all that. Okay. Question 5, how did this bloke win $3 million last year? How did this chap win $3 million last year? Question 6, what did Oprah Winfrey give all members of her audience in one of the highest value TV giveaways ever? This is the last time you see this. No, I lie. You'll see this GIF one more time during the answers. I apologize for that. Question 7 on the board. Which of the corners is free parking? A or B? Which of the corners is free parking? And then question 8 was, what is the combined price of all the properties in between the two? If you haven't worked it out by now, you probably won't. So we're going to move on. Question 9, which video game series uses these as currency? So which video game series uses these as currency? And which of them is worth 5? Which of them is worth 5? I'm going to give you a minute or so Well, just a little while longer to get your answers in. So make sure you hit submit. Make sure you get your team name the same. I need your team names to be the same so I know who got what points. Do not change your team names for the love of goodness. Okay, I'm going to be turning them off very shortly. I'll be turning them off very shortly so I can see the answers coming in. Keep them coming in. So I think that's everyone. I should probably make a note of how many people are paying, how many people are actually playing. I think that's everyone. So I'm going to turn it off, which means, well, I'm going to give you 15, 20 seconds before I turn it off. Okay. That's gone. Let's find round 5. Okay, round 5. Round 5 links are in the chat if you need them. If you have submitted your answers already, you should have them. Round 5 is never, oh, God blimey, that went too far. Round 5 is never judge a game by its cover. Basically what I've done is I have taken several video game covers and I have gone nuts on them with Photoshop filters. So as an example, here is one, blurred to hell. We can't see what it is, but obviously we know that that's Lionel Messi. And if it's Lionel Messi in that particular pose, we know that that's FIFA 13, specifically 13, not to be confused with FIFA 14 or FIFA 16. Now, obviously, I've not been quite that evil with the actual questions, but you get the gist. So I'm going to show you Photoshopped versions of other covers, extracts of covers. I apologize for the helicopter above us. That's fine. That's just a little ambience there. Number 1. Which game cover is this? Which game cover is this? Video game cover. Obviously, it's not the whole cover, and it doesn't look exactly like this. I've just gone nuts with Photoshop. So which one is this? Which game is this? Let you an hour over that a little longer. And then we'll go to number 2. Number 2, which game is this? Jan Halwi, and I apologize if I've mispronounced your name, has pointed out that, yes, it's a good job I used FIFA as an example because different FIFA covers in different countries. I believe the ones I'm showing you are, in fact, the global covers, the worldwide covers. I flipping hope so. They're certainly the Western covers, as far as I'm aware. Number 3. Number 3. Which video game cover is this? Number 4. I apologize again. Do not adjust your eyes. I just went a little bit too nuts with the motion blur on this one. Tried this on our publisher, Chris, earlier, and he was like, oh, that is making my head hurt. And I apologize if that is the case. That genuinely wasn't the intention. The intention was to obscure which game cover it is. I need you to tell me which game cover it is. Okay, let's see how people are doing. Number 5, which game cover is this? Now, this is a specific game cover. I want the exact game. The game series of which this is from uses pretty much the same cover all the time, but this is a specific one. So I apologize for that. Wait, no, I don't apologize. You need to get it right. You need to get it right. This is a fairly specific cover. Okay, don't need that yet. Bring that in actually. Okay, that's number 5. Number 6, which game cover is this? Which game cover is this? Obviously, after I've gone mad at it with Photoshop. Okay. Number 7. Which game cover is this? Which video game cover is this? I can't remember which effect I used on this, but it looks like something like the amount of video games now that do those weird, like trippy drug sequences and stuff. It looks like it's from one of those. Which video game cover is this? This is number 7 of round 5. Nothing in the live chat, so I assume you're all concentrating. That's okay. I like that. That's fine. That means I'm not getting anything wrong so far, or for the moment. Number 8, which video game cover is this? Warped slightly, obviously. Which game cover is this? Only 2 more rounds to go after this. So that was number 8. Number 9. Which video game cover is this? There's one of several in this round that I know the cover, and I enjoyed putting them in the quiz, but I still haven't actually played, and I really, really need to, because I hear very good things about this game. Which game is this? Which game cover is this that I've pixelated beyond the point, hopefully, of recognition? Okay, and number 10, last one. Which video game cover is this? Which video game cover is this? Slightly older than the rest of them, but should still be familiar. If you know the answers, feel free to hit submit. If you want to wait for the recap, by all means do so. We will go back and go through the answers very shortly. Oh, that's interesting. I'm seeing a couple of interesting guesses here. Okay, back to, nope, that's the wrong. There we go. Let's try clicking the correct window, shall we? Let's go back to number 1. We'll give you one last chance to have a look at them. So this is number 1. Which cover is this? Number 1. Number 2. Last chance to look at number 2. Number 3. That's number 3. Number 4. Apologies again for the blurry mess. Number 4. Number 5. Again, I want the specific game. All will become clear when I reveal what it is at the end. Number 6. Number 7. That's number 7. Which cover is this? Number 8. You may begin to hear vuvuzelas and fireworks because it's clap for carers time. That's number 9. Number 9. And there's number 10. Okay, get those answer forms in. Get those answering. I'm just answering someone who's just clear. Ortega Rob has just found us and wants to join in. Okay. I'll stop accepting answers soon and we'll move on to round 6. There's a map for that. As you might guess, it's another picture round. Okay. Everyone send in your answers so that I can turn off the form. I believe I'm going to start calling you out. Okay, there's UKGF Fund. I believe I'm missing the Professor Laytons. Where are you? No, there you are. Okay, I believe that's everyone. Anyone not submitted their answers yet? Doesn't matter. I'm going to turn off the quiz anyway. Okay, here we go. Right. So the quiz will be turning off any second now by the time you hear this. Just wait a few seconds. Ah, the lag is glorious. Okay, that's that round done. Let's get you the next round form. I was just replying to something. Okay, here we go. Round 6. Everyone should have the forms. Everyone should have the names in the form. Again, same name. I need that same name in your form. Otherwise, I will not be able to calculate your scores. As soon as we're finished, that's my job for this evening, is going through all the marking. Round 6, there's a map for that. Picture around. I can show you various maps or map-like images. I have a question about each one. Question 1, which European nation is that? Highlighted in red, so you can't miss it. Which European nation is that? I say European nation, I mean European. It's on the European continent. I don't believe it's a member of the EU. I could be wrong. It's in Europe. Europe's that bit in the middle. So we'll say it's European. Which country is this? Okay, that's question 1. Question 2, which US state is this? We all know that massive one at the bottom with the weird corner is Texas, but the one directly above it, what is it? Which US state is this? Okay. Which station is this? Which station is this? Now, despite the slightly photoshopped logo at the bottom there, this is the London Underground, not the Undergroans. This is the London Underground map, but which station is that I've circled very crudely in red? Which station is that? I'll settle for half the name if you don't get the full name. I'm gonna be a fair quiz master. Which station is that? Question 4, which book and TV series is set here? Which book and TV series is set here? Now, I wouldn't bother trying squinting. You might be able to read some names in there. Can I squint? I'm going to squint myself. Yeah, you can just about get some names in there if you squint. Now, obviously, the book series has got slightly different names to the TV series. I will accept both or either. That's okay. Again, fair quiz master. Providing the answer is correct, I will accept it. Which book and TV series is set here on this fictional continent? Question 5, which multiplayer map is this? What is the name of this multiplayer map? Fairly well known, I'm confident. So which multiplayer map is this? It's question 5 of round 6. I promise we're nearly there. Question 6. Which TV sitcom is primarily set across these two properties? Which TV sitcom is primarily set across these two properties? Which TV sitcom is set across these two properties? Question 7, which European nation, and this one is definitely European, which European nation is this? Which European nation is this? It looks slightly odd, but I'll go into that in the answers. Which European nation is this? This is question 7. Okay, number 8. What is that? That thing that I've circled in red? Shamefully stolen from Google Maps in the satellite view. What is that? I could tell you which city it's in, but that would give it away. What is that? Which landmark is that? Don't worry about the spelling. I couldn't even spell it myself. Just need to know roughly what it is. I will get from your spelling what you think it might be. Question 9. Which island is this? Which island is this? Name the island. Which island is this? And question 10, which game series is this map from? Which game series is this map from? It is technically from a specific game, but it also is the maps of 2 games combined. Starting to give you too many hints here. Which game series is this? I just need the series. Don't need the specific game. Just need the series. Which game series is this map from? Give you a little bit longer on that, and then I'll go back and do all the ones in round 6. And then we're on to the final round. The end is in sight, my friends. Okay, let's go back and do round 6. There's a map for that. Question 1 was, which country is this? If you're not sure, I mean the one that's colored in red. Which country is this? As always, if you are confident about your answers, feel free to just click submit. Question 2, which state was this? Which US state is this? Which of the United States of America is this? Do we have any Americans in the order? Where are people from? I'll tell you what, if you're on the live chat, someone, wherever your team is from, just shout where you're from. That'd be fun. Question 3, which station was that? Which station, which London Underground station is this, circled in red? USA. Hey, hello. Professor Layton's from USA. Marvelous. London. Okay, GG Insurance from London. Germany. Hello. Netherlands. Brilliant. Boro. I don't actually know where Boro is. I apologize. Joseph Fletcher Ward, I apologize. I don't actually know where you are. Matt Griffiths in Brighton.
Middlesbrough. Wow. I'll translate.
Oh, thank you.
Northern correspondent.
This is why we need a token northerner on all of these feeds. Chris from Canada. Hello, Mr. Buckley. Question 4, which book and TV series is set here on this fictional continent? See, Guy's now saying USA, but technically he's from Australia. So I guess I did ask where you're from now, where you are calling from now. Thank you for the clarification, Joseph. Question 5, which multiplayer map is this? Sweden. Wow, brilliant. I'm from the Andromeda Galaxy. Wow, you must have really good Wi-Fi. Question 6, which TV sitcom is set across these 2 properties? Question 7, well, that was quick, fast. Look, oh, my word, what happened there? 6 and 7 are having a fight. That's quite prescient. Bear with. Which sitcom is set across these 2 properties? Question 7, which European nation is this? Again, looks slightly odd, but all will become clear in the answers. Question 8, what is that I've circled? beam it directly to their brains. That is superb. Love it. Sorry, if you're hearing this, this is all related to the live chat. Question 9, which island is that? And question 10, which game series is this from? Right, everyone submit their answers. I can see all the answers that have come through. So I'm waiting for the Professor Laytons. I'm waiting for the UKGF team. I think I'm waiting for Sock Monkey Studios. Who else? Who else hasn't sent in their answers? Send in your answers, and then I can close this and we can head on into the final round. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you. I'm never really sure when I don't have anyone to tell me whether or not this is going well, because usually I have a crowd, and if they're booing at you, you know it's going badly. Okay, still waiting for UKGF. Anyone else? Anyone else sending in their answers? Question 10 is not that tricky. If you're still looking at it and you're still not sure, you're not going to get it. Phil WGG Insurance asks, who has the best team name? I have to say, I quite like the Professor Laytons, because the rest of you seem to be just going by your company name, which fine, that makes it easy to identify who the winners are. So apparently the folks of Andromeda are going to clone me based on data retrieved from this video. The video compression might make me wrong. Might improve me. You never know. Okay. I think I'm missing one team. Who has not submitted their answers? Because usually I get like one more row. Who has not submitted their answers? The Wholesome Games guys. The Professor Laytons of the Wholesome Game guys. I love you guys. You guys, I run Non-Violent Game of the Day. It's a Twitter account that's similar to you guys. I need to watch your direct. I haven't watched it yet. This has just descended beyond professionalism. I apologize. It's all bants, isn't it? It's all bants. Okay, I'm going to assume that everyone is handing their answers now because there's no more coming in. So I'm going to turn this one off. Right, let's get you the last round. This is the boss encounter, as it were. This is the final round. The final round is You Must Be Joking. Anyone who's been to one of my pub quizzes knows I like to finish on a... I'm sorry. I've been told off for promoting my side project. I'm sorry. You're lucky I didn't promote my book. Round 7, You Must Be Joking. Anyone who comes to my pub quizzes know I like a bit of a joke round at the end. So the idea is I will ask you, I'll give you the question part of the joke, and you have to give me the punchline. You need to give me the exact punchline I've got, the typical punchline that comes with this joke. It doesn't matter if you've got something funnier. I want the one I've got. So, for example, if I said, let's find the actual example. If I said, why was 6 afraid of 7? You would put, because 7, 8, 9. Because, yeah, numbers. Okay, play on words. So, here we go. 10 jokes, round 7. Here we go, final stretch. What do you call a sleeping dinosaur? What do you call a sleeping dinosaur? That's question 1. Joke 1. I miss the quizzes too, Charlotte, I do. Question 1, what do you call a sleeping dinosaur? Question 2, why did the teddy bear say no to dessert? Why did the teddy bear say no to dessert? That's joke 2, question 2 of round 7. Cloning process is being cancelled because of that last joke. Do you know what? I think it's safer for the universe that that's the case. Question 3. How do you stop an astronaut's baby from crying? How do you stop an astronaut's baby from crying? Question 3. How do you stop an astronaut's baby from crying? This is just not the same digitally. Usually when we do this like in an actual pub, you have this wonderful noise of, When people realize the punchline and write it down on their sheets. Question 4. What kind of tree can you fit in your hand? What kind of tree can you fit in your hand? Question 5. How much does it cost for a pirate to get his ears pierced? How much does it cost for a pirate to get his ears pierced? I really should have used that last cider I've got. Would have been better for the atmosphere. Question 5. How much does it cost for a pirate to get his ears pierced? Question 6. How do we know the ocean is friendly? How do we know the ocean is friendly? Question 6. How do we know the ocean is friendly? What is the punchline to this hilarious joke? Question 7. Why can't Elsa have a balloon? James Tillman says, suddenly so grateful for every Christmas cracker I've bought. Where do you think I get these? Why can't Elsa have a balloon? Question 7. Question 8. Why didn't the skeleton go to the dance? Why did the skeleton not go to the dance? So question 8, why did the skeleton not go to the dance? Question 9, where do elephants pack their clothes? Where do elephants pack their clothes? There are people who are getting these really quickly and thinking, yes, this is a final grab for points that might change the order. And if I'd been able to mark these as I went along, I would know whether that was the case. But I don't. Question 9, where do elephants pack their clothes? Might be all right here. 10 minutes to go, Jamie. We might finish on time.
That's cool. No, I mean, take as long as you want, James. I'm just enjoying myself.
Are you playing along? Which team are you? I don't see you on the answer forms.
No, I thought I'd better not because I'll just win otherwise.
Question 10. What do you call a blind deer? This is the final question of the final round of the whole quiz. What do you call a blind deer? I will go back through these rounds, this round in a minute, and then we'll start giving you some answers. Question 10. What do you call a blind deer? Okay, let's go back to number 1. Number 1 was, what do you call a sleeping dinosaur? What do you call a sleeping dinosaur? Number 2, why did the teddy bear say no to dessert? Why did the teddy bear say no to dessert? Number 3, how do you stop an astronaut's baby from crying? How do you stop an astronaut's baby from crying? Number 4, what kind of tree can you fit in your hand? What kind of tree can you fit in your hand? Number 5, how much does it cost for a pirate to get his ears pierced? How much does it cost for a pirate to get his ears pierced? Question 6, how do we know the ocean is friendly? How do we know the ocean is friendly? Number 7, why can't Elsa have a balloon? I almost feel ashamed of putting this one in. It's just so cheesy. Number 8, why didn't the skeleton go to the dance? Why did the skeleton not go to the dance? Number 9, where do elephants pack their clothes? Where do elephants pack their clothes? And number 10, what do you call a blind deer? What do you call a blind deer? Right. Please submit your forms. That is it. That is your part of you've done all the hard work now. Just need to get your answers in. You need to hit that one button, and I shall take you through all the answers. So Sock Monkey are done. Team GG Insurance are done. Professor Layton's are done. I'm intrigued. My friend from the Andromeda Galaxy, which team are you on? Sedlio, Gamigo, Marvelous, UKGF, where are you? Not sure. You're still thinking. Still not sure why Elsa can't have a balloon. Okay, there he is. Right. Okay, marvelous. I think that's everyone. Sedlio represent. Nice. Okay, superb. Right. I'm going to turn the form off, which means by the time you hear this, you won't be able to submit your answers. Okay, let's scroll back to the top of my long, long form with all the answers. Here we go. Downhill now. Answers. This is what you've been waiting for. Round 1, the year so far. And I can go through these as quickly as I want, I assume, Jamie. Don't have to wait for people to keep up.
Yeah, I think that's fine, James. Yeah.
Nearly betrayed how messy the shed is, sorry. Okay. Question number 1, why did this chap make headlines on January 18th? This is, of course, Apu from The Simpsons. He made the headlines because Hank Azaria, his voice actor, stepped down after 30 years, believing that maybe an Indian person should play the Indian character. Stranger things have happened, right? Question 2, Rene Goscinny passed away on January the 20th. Which famous comic series did he co-create in 1959? He did, of course, create Asterix, which was one of my all-time favorites as a kid. I miss the Asterix books. And I apologize now to any French people again for mispronouncing that name. What happened on January 31st, 2020 at 11 o'clock at night? It was a Brexit, or UK withdrew from EU, or technically UK and Gibraltar withdrew from EU. I will accept both answers. Number 4, in February, Japanese developer Kazuhisa Hashimoto passed away. He was best known for this. What is it? It is, of course, the Konami code, as someone shouted very excitedly into the live chat and quickly had their message deleted. Question 5, this is obviously Captain Tom or Colonel Tom. He has raised £32 million for the NHS. At the time of writing, he originally was just trying to raise £1,000. £1,000. Question 6, Bad Boys for Life was the highest grossing film of the year so far. The second highest was Sonic the Hedgehog, which I hear actually isn't terrible. So might have to give that one a look. The sporting event delayed and will now run from June 11th to July 11th in 2021 is the UEFA Euros 2020. So the football or soccer tournament for my friends over in America, the soccer tournament, UEFA Euros 2020, that was delayed to June 11th to July 11th, 2021. Question 8, which natural disaster did the games industry raise more than $5.5 million for helping with relief efforts? It was the Australian bushfires. Which you would know, of course, which you read on GamesIndustry.biz, because we ran that. We calculated how much people had been raising through the various fundraisers. Released last week, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is the prequel to which young adult book series? If you missed me completely stumbling and saying the answer out loud for you, it is actually The Hunger Games. It's the prequel to the Hunger Games series. Question 10, the album Gigaton was released on March 27th, the first in 7 years from the band behind it. That band was... I'm going to unblur that, but I still can't read it. It's Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam released Gigaton. So that was round 1. Round 2, rank the things. Here we go. This is where you may have had some problems. 3 highest grossing films of the past decade. The order they go in, highest to lowest. Star Wars The Force Awakens generated $936 million. Avengers Endgame, $858 million. Avengers Infinity War, $678 million, which means a lot of people went to see Endgame twice or went to see it not knowing what had happened. I kind of hope it's the latter. Number 2. Oh, no, that's the wrong window. Blimey, hang on. There we go, number 2. Highest to lowest grossing in terms of US sales, not highest to lowest growing, so unit sales. It's pretty much the same thing. Black Ops 1 was the first one, was the best selling game of the decade. Black Ops 2 was the next, Modern Warfare 3, and then Black Ops 3. I would love to have done some cool kind of animation where they get themselves in the right order, but Google Sheets is Google Slides even. Google just isn't that complicated. It isn't that sophisticated. As you can tell, neither am I. Oh, I've got to stop doing that. That's the wrong window. There we go. Question 3. Rank these buildings, tallest to shortest. For those who Googled frantically, the Shard obviously is the tallest one, 309.6 meters. Eiffel Tower is next at 300 meters. And Canary Wharf, or One Canada Square, depending on how you know it, is 235 meters. I will, of course, accept both answers. Or as some people have just been going, A, B, C, which is fine. I'll accept that as well, providing the answer is the order is correct. Oldest to newest, Houses of Parliament was completed first in 1870. Eiffel Tower was completed in 1889, and Tower Bridge was completed in 1894. So that goes House of Parliament, Eiffel Tower, Tower Bridge. That's question 4. Question 5, highest to lowest in terms of UK sales. So the Xbox 360 is the biggest one. That sold the most. PS1 came next, PS3, and then the Xbox One lagging slightly behind, but still well ahead of these ones. Now, this one would have been interesting. I'm intrigued to see who got this right. Which of these sold the most units in the UK? It was, in fact, the PlayStation Vita. The Vita sold the most, then the Dreamcast, and then the Wii U, which, as much as I love it, underlines how much of a catastrophic failure that console was. But it led us to the Switch, so we can't complain too much. Question number 7, highest to lowest in worldwide sales. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe has sold 85 million copies worldwide. Da Vinci Code has sold 80 million worldwide. And Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire sold 65 million worldwide. So that's your order. Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Da Vinci Code, Harry Potter. Rank these people in terms of wealth and worth. I apologize to Alex versus Coding in the chat. I don't know whether it was based on individual assets or properties. I was going purely from the Sunday Times rich list, which just listed worth. They are actually in that order by pure accident. James Dyson is worth £16.2 billion. He's the top left there. Richard Branson is worth $3.66 billion. Pounds, sorry. He's top right. Alan Sugar, bottom left, is worth $1.21 billion. And the Queen is worth just $350 million. Pounds. The Queen is worth £350 million, which is £20 million less than the Beckhams, apparently. But that's on the Sunday Time Rich list. Have a peruse of that if you're bored. Longest running series, longest to shortest. The Simpsons is obviously the longest because they just won't kill it. Law and Order SVU is the second longest. Lassie was the next longest, and CSI came just behind that. Right. Number 10, oldest to youngest. So Dame Judi Dench is 85. Ian McKellen is 80. Patrick Stewart is 79. Helen Mirren is 74. If you're not sure who those people are, that's Dame Judi on the far right. Ian next to her in the blue T-shirt, giving away his age, which is kind of a clue, and I've literally only just noticed that, despite how often I went over this quiz. I did not realize there's an answer staring you in the face there. Helen Mirren next to him, and then Patrick Stewart over on the left. That was round 2. Emoji game names. Here we go. Right. Monkey Island. Obviously, it's a monkey. It's an island. Monkey Island. I've put the curse of Monkey Island on purpose. I think that's the best one. Again, don't at me. Number 2, obviously, Gears of War. Or Gears, as they insist on calling it now. But if I just put Gears, I refused for them to just drop the suffix. It'd be like God of War. Next God of War would just be called God. It's just not right. Number 3, I don't know if this one stumped people. I'll check the answers later, but it's Bioshock. Bioshock. I'm a little bit proud of that one. I shouldn't be. I absolutely shouldn't be. Number 4, quite obviously, is Angry Birds. Number 5 is Fortnite. See, Fortnite. See, spelling's different, but you know what I meant, so it's okay. Question 6 was brain training. purely because there wasn't an emoji for Dr. Kawashima or How Old Is Your Brain. So I figured to shorthand this one. I think I got away with that. This one quite obviously is Halo. Again, there isn't an emoji for a combat evolved. This was Bomberman. Number 9 was SingStar. There it is. I could have picked any numbers of SingStars, but I went for the original. I used to like the Disney one. That was fun. And this one, quite obviously, is Crazy Taxi. I'm told my friends on Andromeda are restarting the closing process for that Bioshock question. I'm glad you liked it. Money, money, money is the next round. Question 1. Let's bring up the actual answers. Question 1. Which company did Disney spend $4 billion on acquiring in 2012? It was, of course, Lucasfilm, who made Star Wars. I swear, as we know from Star Wars The Force Awakens, that earned like $900 something. So they already made $1 billion back on the first film they made. So that has been quite the investment for them. This is the pound coin, or the original pound coin. It was introduced in 1983, which is a lot more recent than I thought. 1983 was when the pound coin was introduced. Which entertainment industry was worth $148.8 billion worldwide? According to Newzoo, it's ours. Video games were worth $148.8 billion worldwide last year. So yay us. Which currency is that? I will de-blur it slightly for you. There we go. It's slightly less blurred, and you can see you can just about make out Japanese characters because this is, of course, Japanese yen. Which I've never seen the coins in person until I actually Googled them. This chap won $3 million last year. How? He won the Fortnite World Cup. I can't tell you his name because I didn't look it up. He's just really good, really good at Fortnite. In one of the highest value TV giveaways ever, Oprah Winfrey gave all 276 members of her studio audience a car. It was a car. It was specifically a Pontiac G6 sedan. So you know what? I'm going to be brave. I'm going to give a bonus point to anyone who got the exact make of the car, because I'm not convinced anyone did. But if anyone did, you get a bonus point there. Question 7 and 8 was around the Monopoly board. Free parking is corner A, as you can quite clearly see there. And the combined price of all the properties in between, which, yes, included the waterworks and the B&O Railroad. I had to squint there because that's not what I'm used to the London board. The combined price is $1,830. $1,830 or Monopoly dollars or whatever the hell you think it is. Okay. Question 9 and 10. Which video game series uses this as currency? It's Zelda. And which one of these is worth 5? It's the blue one. Now, technically, the blue one is only worth 1 in Link's Awakening, and it's worth between 5 and 30 in the Oracle games on Game Boy, but I'm really hoping that none of you pointed that out. 5. The blue one is worth 5. 5. That one's for you, Charlotte. 5. Never judge a game by its cover. Here we go. Had a few interesting answers for this one. So number 1, that's God of War. That's a little mini god on the front of the boat there. This garbled mess is Destiny. Number 3 is the rebooted Tomb Raider. Number 4 is Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I would accept Mario plus Rabbids or just Mario Rabbids. It's fine, but that's obviously a Rabbid Peach there. Now, number 5. This is specifically GTA 5, but look it up. Kotaku did a hilarious piece on how every single GTA game since I think it was 3 has the same like makeup. So the covers, like there is always a helicopter in the top left. There is always a motorbike in the top right. They have the exact same cover, even if the pictures themselves are different. The order is the same. So apologies if I caught anyone out with that, but it is GTA 5 specifically. And you should know that because we saw it briefly in round 2. Number 6 is quite obviously Rocket League. There it is. Yes, Sharp, I'm just catching up on the live chat. Yes, I did just call Atreus or Atreus Minigod because you know what? I forgot his name. Number 7 is a particular favorite of Chris Drings. It is Alan Wake. I know a lot of people waiting for a sequel for that. Don't know how long you're going to be waiting. I couldn't get on with this one personally. Number 8 is Horizon Zero Dawn. It was a slightly warped front of the Robo Dinosaur there. I really need to play this one. I hear it's really good. Number 9 was Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. I really need to play that one as well. And number 10, an all-time classic, is, of course, Super Mario Brothers for the NES. That was round 5. Round 6, there's a map for that. Now, this is where my maps get slightly messy, but I apologize for that. Here we go. This nation is Croatia, as you can see by the very brown, messy circling I've done at the bottom there. I don't know what happened with the color. I apologize. But yeah, that's Croatia. Number 2, this US state is Oklahoma, where the wind comes rolling, sweeping down the plain, rolling down the plain. I don't know. I can't remember the musical, but Oklahoma. You know it. It's all good. Apologies, I seem to be losing my marbles at this point, but it's okay. We're nearly done. You're nearly rid of me. Question 3 was the map of the underground. I asked you which station this was. It was, of course, King's Cross and Pancras. Apologies, you have to squint at your screens to see this, except Charlotte, I know who's playing along on a big screen. Question 4, which fantasy book series and TV series is set here? It is, of course, Game of Thrones, but I will accept A Song of Ice and Fire because that's the name of the book series. Obviously, TV audiences are too simple to comprehend that, a different, each series would have a different name. You'd have series 1 would be Game of Thrones, series 2 would be Clash of Kings. It would just be confusing. So yeah, Game of Thrones or Song of Ice and Fire, I will accept both answers. This map, number 5, was, of course, Blood Gulch from the original Halo. And of course, known for the set, it's the set of Red versus Blue, that old Machinima series from Rooster Teeth. Question 6, this is quite obviously the Friends apartment. So that's Monica's apartment on the right, sorry. That's Joey's apartment on the left. Question 7, this is Spain. Now, you might not have known because this weird gap here, I don't know why I'm pointing at my screen, you can't see that. That weird gap to the left is usually filled by Portugal. Now, if you don't believe me, if you don't believe that that fits in there, I have obviously taken the liberty of fitting it in there for you. And if you still don't believe me, we'll go back to that brown, blurry mess that was the European map, and you can see it there connected to France. I have not lied to you. That is Spain. What's that? That, as anyone knows, is the aerial view of Rome. You've got the Vatican in the top left there, and circled at the bottom right is the Roman Colosseum. Again, don't care about the spelling because I can't spell it either. That island there, well, it's the Golden Gate Bridge over on the left, so that makes that obviously Alcatraz Island. Question 10. This series is from the Pokemon series. I just wanted Pokemon. I didn't want someone to say it's Pokemon Gold and Silver because it's both maps. I didn't want someone to say, it's Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver because it's the DS remakes. It's not. It's Pokemon. And as you can see, that's Kanto on the right there and Johto on the left there. And those games are superb. They have never been surpassed. Round 7, you must be joking. This is where I'm really going to miss the groans as you all realize what the answers are, or cheers when you realize what the answers are. Question 1, Alex versus Coding has just got up and said the Vatican City gave it away. Good. I was hoping that was a clue. Question 1, what do you call a sleeping dinosaur? It is, of course, a dino snore. See? Dino snore. Question 2, why did the teddy bear say no to dessert? Because it was stuffed. Question 3, how do you stop an astronaut's baby from crying? You rock it. It's just no? Okay. Question 4, what kind of tree can you fit in your hand? A palm tree. I have been up too long. Question 5, how much does it cost for a pirate to get his ears pierced? A buck an ear. A buck an ear. It's another word for pirate. Okay, yeah, we'll move on. Question 6, how do we know the ocean is friendly? Because that's what I skipped on it. How do we know the ocean is friendly? It waves. Question 7, why can't Elsa have a balloon? Because she will let it go. If this were a pub quiz, I'd have got the room to kind of sing that out aloud, but I won't inflict that on you. And you know what? No, if you're at home, quickly sing Let It Go at home aloud. That's okay. I won't mind. Question 8, why didn't the skeleton go to the dance? Because he had nobody to go with. Question 9, where do elephants pack their trunks? Pack their trunks. I've done it again. Pack their clothes in their trunks. Where do elephants pack their clothes? In their trunks. And what do you call a blind deer? No idea. That is the GamesIndustry.biz quiz. Thank you so much for joining us for the quiz. Thank you so much for joining us for the Investment Summit Online. We really appreciate the support. Hope it's been useful for you. Plenty of coverage coming in the next few days, next few weeks on the site. If you missed anything, or if you missed kind of any of the sessions, they're all on the YouTube channel as well. They're on the GamesIndustry.biz YouTube channel, and I'm going to stop doing that bit there. Jamie's in.
Hello, James.
I'm encroaching on your territory there, aren't I?
No, it's fine. I just think that was amazing. I think I have to give you a round of applause because that was just absolutely brilliant, mate. And I hope everyone's applauding watching this as well, because that was just stunning work, mate. Brilliant, absolutely fantastic. Are you going to announce the winners tomorrow, by the way?
Yes. So winners will be announced tomorrow, either via GamesIndustry.biz or via Twitter. So keep an eye out for that. So Twitter or the site will announce the winners there.
Fantastic. Thank you, James. That's it. Yeah, I'm just going to sum everything up and just kind of finish things off. So, I mean, that completes the conference sessions for the GamesIndustry.biz Investment Summit Online. I'd quickly like to thank our brilliant sponsor, Xsola, and the speakers and panelists today for all their excellent talks and advice. I'd also like to thank Chris Dring and Charlotte Nangle, especially for their work in organising today, and also to all the GI.biz team, James, of course, Matt and Rebecca, also to David Lilly and to Guy Blomberg and all the fantastic Gamer Network and ReadPop teams for making this event possible. Big thanks to Romy and all at Meet to Match for their brilliant work in running the meetings. And finally, I'd like to thank you. Thank you for supporting, watching and taking part in the GamesIndustry.biz Investment Summit Online. I really hope that you had some good meetings today, or you still have meetings to come, and you get business support and funding for your games. So thanks again, everyone, and
Jamie,
see you soon.
We've been asked for an encore joke. Our friends in Andromeda have desired an encore joke to close the stream. I think you should come up with one.
What's that?
A joke. Tell us a joke.
I can't. They're all too rude. Oh, but I think, I think we've got to have this quiz back again. I think everyone would agree that we'd love to do this again, James. So, thank you ever so much again. And thanks to everyone. And we'll see you all again soon. Cheers.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.